Hello, hello, hello. So we have today a great new episode, and today we will talk about why you are overpaying to your developers, or in the end of the day, how to solve it, how to not overpay your developers. Today on the live is my colleague Edwards. Give us in few sentences why we should listen to you, why you are the guy who can help us to find the answer to this question.
Okay, good day, everyone. First of all, I have worked with various website developing projects for the past 8 years, and I have seen like a common issue from the clients when they're first starting their like website building journey, and that's why we thought that we should make this live and explain to them what is this mistake, how to avoid it, and how it will help them to decrease their overall developing costs.
I think there is overall one more thing why we decided to do that, because there has been many times when somebody come to us with some projects started and they start to ask to us some questions. And in the previous weeks, we had one new client which came to us with a finished project, and he wanted to make some changes. He wanted to do something better, and he understood that in the system he has built, it can't be done. So in that moment, we saw that he will pay right now twice for developing, and this was like the idea why we need to talk about that, so other companies do not make those mistakes. I think let's jump to that thing. So is there
Yeah.
is there some exact system how should be built all those online projects, or any project is different? That's I think the biggest question.
I mean, uh, every project is kind of different in its own unique way, but at the end of the day, the process for all of them is quite the same. Usually, like the problem for people who are planning to build out their websites or stores or some kind of other online projects. They know that they need something, and but they actually haven't thought through what they need. So they are going straight away to the developers and asking them, okay, I need this, I need this website. How much it will cost, and how long time it will take to build it, and that's usually um, like the first hurdle everyone stumbles upon. So they have to understand what needs to be built, because the developers will always ask, okay, what do you need? What kind of website? How many web pages? What are the functionality goes there? What are the user flows? What's the purpose of the whole project and the website? And yeah, and the problem starts there, because in those negotiating process, there can be a lot of things misinterpreted from the one party and other party, and later on starting this project, there can be a lot of setbacks.
Yeah, I can add one thing, like, because it's the difference starts in that moment. There is so many brands which has built, where some owners are building their own stores and they are doing everything. They know everything, they understand everything, and they just put it together and they launch it. So this is not the story we are talking today, because when you are only person involved in all the process, it's not a big problem for you to create it. But always there is when there is a bigger project, owner don't have a possibility to build everything from zero as he wants. And this is, I think, the structure what you are telling, that it's hard to, like, from owner perspective, give some task to the developer to, like, send, hey, and guys, I need this and this. And sometimes developers say, yes, let's do this. They are starting to build it, and after that, the owner telling, no, I didn't want this one, I want like this. And they are starting to talk, and that causes a huge cost in the side of the developers and in the side of the owners. So there is the owner, there is the developer. There is some things happening between. Maybe let's talk about those things what happen in between.
Yeah, we'll get there in a moment. I just also wanted to add that usually, like, the most of the process, since everyone wants, like, to start really quickly, they just send in some small description and I need a website for my business. There's like 5 pages. There's homepage, about us page, contact us page, something like that. And please, guys, build this out. And they're starting to build this website, and they're like they're making their first, like, design, and then presenting it to the client, and he just looks at, oh, but I thought I have here, like, a more pages, like here will be a drop down menu, and I thought that there will be a contact form, or there are some other kind of stuff, and then this can lead, like, into a dead end, because developers will step back a bit. Okay, you send us this, you thought you need this website, so we are creating it, and usually how to overcome this. It's really good to like to do your homework at home, and you already can map out your website and build a site map. In that way, you can already see what kind and which type of pages you will need, how many sub pages there will be, what will be the user journey, what's the main purpose of each page, and the goal of the website. What do we want to get out of it? Why are we building this? And this really kind of gives great understanding about the whole project. And of course, when you have, like, mapped out your whole site, like with all the sections, the next step is to build wireframes. And wireframes is the part where you are taking this each page, for example, homepage, and you are now laying out all the content you want to include in that page, and every functionality. And you do this for each page, like you have, and then build those user journeys, how they can get from point A to point B in your website. And when you have done this, like gathered all this information together, then you can go to developers and you can show them their plan, and it will be, like, easier to visually understand what's happening and what needs to be done. And there's really less room for misinterpretation, because we are, like, looking on one thing.
Yeah, I remember one story which we had when we was building the store, and the guy told us, "Okay, take my Instagram and build the store for me," and we did it.
For the
And
design, yeah.
yeah, and the guy wasn't happy, and this was the situation where all involved people times was starting to fucking up, because this small back and forth happening, which happens after the product is done, that's, I would say, the biggest cost in any project, because there is always involved all the designers, developers, everyone. So there is many people involved, and that's why, to, as you told, there is a sitemap and wireframe. Yeah. Is there anything else I need to require, like prepare for project?
Yeah, it's usually good if you can write down a list of all the like functionality you want to be included in the website, and then before like you're getting into the building part, you can get the opinion from the developers and maybe ask them, okay, maybe there's something that needs to be included, but I haven't thought about it yet, or something like that. And yeah, and also regarding this Build Me website based on my Instagram, this usually is the story about the design, because each one of us have some kind of different perspective about this design. I can tell I want like this really cool, modern, minimalistic design, and the other person, okay, I understand, and he can build this like design, but and the client will tell, no, no, I don't like this. Please offer me something else. And then there's usually, okay, what's something else? Provide me examples. Provide me what do you like? What give me some kind of scope, the concept of your understanding of a modern design and minimalistic design.
And then they do is, you know what, they send the Apple homepage. I want something like that.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, usually.
and the guy, those who is building something big, or something, some good page, or anything, just understand that this preparation, these first three things which Edwards mentioned, the sitemap, wireframes, and the functionality description, this is where you can build the Apple homepage. This is the place where you can do that. But if you are not preparing these things, you will never build Apple homepage, because it can be done from side of that. From the preparation part, okay, there's owner with idea, with something need to be done. There's developers who will make something. Depend from the developer this level. Somebody will take, like just from make me from Instagram, and somebody will tell, okay, give me please sitemap, wireframe, and descriptions, functionality. How you see the best way how to prepare all those three things, what you mentioned? So if
Yeah.
in house of the company, how it should be done?
I mean, actually, it's not that hard to do, and those things, yeah, really easy. I'm gonna share my screen. Maybe I will show some like example
Okay,
how
yeah,
you
let's
can
see
do
the
this,
example how it looks. Yeah. So
how it
yeah,
looks, and I will like try to explain. Okay. Okay, so but here, so for example, like here, this is like an overall example of your sitemap, where you are mapping out all your pages, mapping out your primary navigation and second level navigation, also maybe some footer navigation you have, and then you are putting under each of the main section your sub pages, and like this is the first step where you build the whole your whole site. You see that needs to be like done at the end. When you have done this, I usually add some comments. For example, for each page, I will add some sticky notes and add some comment about like something specific that needs to be included within this site, within this specific page. After we have like gone through this, then usually we are going to wireframes, and wireframes can be like different. You can also like sketch these wireframes with your like pen on the paper. But most important thing to understand is that you need like to map out all the content you want there, all the features and functionality you want to see in each page. Yeah, it can look like this. It can also look like this if you use some wireframing tools, and this kind of gives like the like solid basis to build out your like project. So when you're presenting this to developers and designers, they already have like this perception of what are you expecting from them to rebuild. So yeah, this can, for example, if it's the homepage, we map out the buttons and everything like that. After this, the designer can take this into account and build out the design and offer something. But everything starts with this sitemap. And it also will give you the idea about the end project. And the one important thing also it gives is you can follow you can follow all the building process. You will have easier to understand where are you with the developing, how far the guys have gotten with this project, and what needs to be done to finish this.
Okay, so
And,
nice. So I have idea where I go, how I can create these things. I asked developers, I ask to who I need to ask these things, because like I don't go to developers because I believe that they can give me all this things between. So how you see how is the best way for the companies to build those three things?
of course, you can come to company and with your like 2-3 sentence description, what do you want? And most of them will start with this, with sitemap and with wireframes before they're going into the developing phase. But nevertheless, it will be best if you can create something like this before you talk to anybody. Because it will be just more easier to explain your idea. The requirements will be easier to understand. Also, it will reduce the risk that somewhere in the middle of the project, some unexpected things will come up, and that will increase your developing time and also increase those costs. So what can you do is to build this sitemap and wireframes, and then you can go and tell them, okay, this is my idea, but please give me your perspective. What whether or not it's correct? Maybe I need to change some things. Maybe there are some things I haven't thought of, and there should definitely be here. And but it will be much easier just like to point the finger. Okay, we are talking about this part, and in this part we need to add like one sub page, and then there will be this functionality in there.
So not talk about ideas, but talk about exact spot into the sitemap or in the wireframe where we are talking, what we want to get there, what requirements is there, and talk about it. So in our company, we have this process where we start with doing those things, and after that, only going on the final price quotation, because we don't believe that you can't give the price before you know all the requirements, or you can give some price which is not accurate.
It's really vague. Yeah, it can vary much.
Because the owner can say one thing and it can change totally the project, the platform, the space where it needs to be developed, and change so many things. So that's my main idea. What we are trying to do right now, we are taking the owner's idea. We are putting all on those three things what is mentioned: the sitemap, wireframe, and functionality description. And after that, we go with that one. We come back to the owner, and we tell, this is the things you need to do. This costs with our company this money, and you can go with the same requirements to any other company, and you can just double check the price. You can just try to understand, is that okay or not okay for you. So this is something we have changed in our company, how we work, that we don't try to guess the price, but we make the exact requirements, and then we go give back to the client, hey, this is what should be done. It costs this money with us, and he can always double check this price with others. So I don't know how many guys is doing this in the market, because it's a little bit tricky, you know. It's risky because clients can always run away from you. But I think
Yeah, but in
that's
the
the way how to build what those owners really want.
yeah, because in the end of the day, this reduces a lot of headaches. I mean, this like the basis of everything, and then if you have planned out everything in the start, so whole process is more smoother than it would be without this.
Nice.
But yeah,
So
you usually everybody just wants to, okay, let's go, let's start building. I want to see something. I want to click somewhere. I want to see the designs and something like that. But it's a good thing to like take this step before, understand what you want to build, what needs to be built, and then you are moving forward with other steps.
okay, so for the projects, I would say where it is involved more than one people, this is really must have. So maybe what is the main takeaways from today talking? So if people watch only this last part, what should be done to save this money and not overpay your developers?
I mean, the main takeaway is to take your time and invest in your homework a bit. Make a thought or two about this project that you're trying to achieve. How it will help for your business afterwards to achieve your goals, and just like try to make this plan out everything. And it doesn't like require much work at first. You can create your own like draft, and then go to developers and ask them, okay, maybe what do you think, what should I change here? But this overall, this is what I want, but what things I should change here or add here, and then you like together finalize this plan, and then just execute. And at the
Yeah,
and at the end of the project, it's also easier like to test if everything works as it should, and if everything is built, and there is not one thing missed in the process, because you have like the plan at the beginning. You can see in each place what should be there.
okay, nice. So if somebody needs some help with this one, feel free to write us. We have links everywhere. Everything is everywhere. So yeah, preparation for this part is the answer how to not overpay to your developers, because the level developers will be charging by hours. The less hours you are using from them, the cheaper the project is, and that's how it looks like. And when you are starting to this small communication with your developers, the clock is still ticking, and they are charging for that. Please use them for developing, not for chatting. So that's, I think, the biggest thing. So
Yeah.
get away from that, and yeah, build great online projects which helps people buy, which helps people do whatever you want them to do, which helps them, not make their lives exhausted. This is something where I'm really not very patient. When I go to some online place, and where is some kind of, I don't know, crazy things happening. I can't buy something, or I can't add something, or I can't do something. It's like frustrating, really, 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 and that's the best way how to ruin your brand, with not building proper online project which solve, not make problem for your customers.
Yeah, I mean it's just two steps. It's really easy. Plan is the one step, and the second step is just follow the plan.
So this is something we wanted to give today. Make a plan, make your sitemaps, make your wireframes, make your functionality description, put all together, take this one, go to the one developer, second developer, third developer, find the best price, understand if they can deliver at that, and then if they will not deliver something by your plan, put the finger in the plan and tell it, this is I wanted, this is you made me, why? Where is this different? Because if you don't have this plan, you can blame the developer because he thinks this Swedish minimalistic style is for him one story, and for you it's a different story. So you can get them together without this planning. So yeah, that was the main thing I think we wanted to give away today, and I think we did it well. Edwards, maybe you want to add something, and let's cut it down.
Well, I already told my ending remark about the plan, so
Yeah.
keep in
So
mind
share
that.
with your friends who has a plan to build something online, and follow, of course, us in all the social accounts. We are giving value in every possible video format what can be made. And thank you, Edward, for being with me in this live, and see you in the next, because I know that we will produce more and more content around websites, about homepages, about online things, how to build them. So follow us. That's all what I ask, and of course, like this video. It will always help us.
Okay, have a nice day,
You
everyone.
too. Bye.